Hello, Carly. Do you have a moment?
Oh, good evening, Helen. Mom. Is there something I can help you with?
This Sunday I'm having some friends over for a little tea party, 4 of us to be exact. I was hoping you would bake some homemade cookies and a cake for us. And, of course, I will want you to help out serving and whatnot.
I'm so sorry. I'm busy on that day.
Huh? You can't get over here?
I already made plans on that day. A bit hard for me to make it over there.
Oh, really? I provided this opportunity for my daughter-in-law to showcase her cooking skills. Thought it would be a great way to leave a good impression on my friends. I went out of my way to provide you with this opportunity and you reject it? That's why everyone says you're inconsiderate daughter-in-law.
You seem to be the only one calling me an inconsiderate daughter-in-law.
How could you say such a disrespectful thing to your mother-in-law? I also experienced being a daughter-in-law, therefore I know when you're being inconsiderate. Even if no one else is saying it. If I'm saying you're inconsiderate daughter-in-law, well, it's the same as if everyone is saying it.
I see.
I'm giving you a chance here to redeem yourself. Make a good impression. I simply cannot believe your behavior.
Like I said, I already made plans for this Sunday.
Then simply reschedule.
I'm really sorry. I wish I could, but I just can't. That day is...
What are you saying?
You didn't forget, did you?
I never forget things, unlike you. Don't treat me like I'm going senile or something.
Please, I'm not implying such a thing. So do you still want me to change my schedule?
Oh, just forget it. If you're so reluctant, don't come. Besides, you get here with that attitude and serve my friends. I'll be the one that will end up embarrassed. But I still want you to make the cookies and cake.
I'm really sorry, but I don't have the time for that either.
Just bring it to the house on Sunday morning.
You're not hearing me. I can't do it.
Okay, I'll be waiting for those delicious cookies.
I'll say it again. No is no. Helen, Mom, can we talk? It seems you entered the house while Frank and I were out. Can I ask what you were up to?
Hello, Carly. By the looks of it, you somehow managed to make that cake I requested. Thought you were busy.
Huh? What are you saying?
You didn't bring it over, so I went there to reprimand you, but then I saw that you did indeed prepare something. That cake was more than enough for my guest. So I will forgive you just this time.
Like I said, what are you saying?
Oh, yes, that reminds me. All the food on the table. I threw it out. What was all that? Little finger sandwiches, canapes, little bits of chicken? So that's how you cook dinner, is it? Just pile it up on one big plate like some community plate. Disgusting. You really should learn to cook and prepare food properly. Plates, bowls, butter plates. There is an art to serving food, you know. Kids won't learn proper etiquette if you serve food on one big plate like it's party food.
Well, at least bring back the cake.
Oh my god, how time flies. My friends will be arriving soon.
Please, Helen, Mom, please bring the cake back. Please. I made that for today. It's a special occasion.
Yes, that's exactly right. Thank you so much for the cake.
I can't believe you are doing this knowing full well what today is.
Oh, my friends have arrived. Sorry, I won't be able to return your line messages.
Mom, please.
Carly, what was all that today? How dare you come to my place and shout into the intercom? If you want that cake so bad, go buy one down the street. All my friends were shocked. You yelling for your cake back. I was so humiliated. Answer me. Say something.
The messages alerts were getting on my nerves, so it's you. Mom, what do you want now?
Getting on your nerves, huh?
You locked the door, ignored my pleas, and enjoyed the cake with your friends. Well, you seem to have a problem with your attitude. That's not my problem.
What did you just say? How dare you talk to your mother-in-law like that? My son will hear of this.
Helen, you know perfectly well what day today is. And you do this? So you hate your daughter-in-law, but do you also hate your grandson?
Huh?
You just completely ruined your grandson's birthday party.
Huh? Birthday?
That's right. It's your grandson Christopher's birthday today.
Wait 1 second. Christopher's birthday? Today?
What? Are you serious? You had no idea?
His birthday. It was today?
That's right. It was his 7th birthday today. Happy birthday was written on the cake. Or did you not see that?
I didn't notice it.
Huh? But you said you never forget such things. What was that all about?
I thought you were talking about your little get-together with friends.
Huh? Seriously?
You know, you meet once a month, right?
That was when he was in kindergarten. I don't meet with those moms anymore. Besides, I told you about Christopher's birthday party many times. I told you that I was inviting friends and Christopher's kindergarten friends today. I also said not to make any last-minute requests because I was busy preparing for the party. Really, I don't really recall. Your husband was there too, so I'm sure he remembers.
Oh, I see. Well, then. Why didn't you mention it when I was talking about having that tea party with my friends? If you had just simply mentioned that, well, we wouldn't be in this mess.
Every time I try to tell you something, you always cut me off. You get upset for interrupting. Then you turn around and spread rumors about me, making me look like some kind of monster.
What?
Helen, Mom, I'm really sick of this. I just wish you would stop giving me a hard time.
I never.
The main problem seems to be that you never really listen to what I have to say. Every time I try to explain something to you, you always brush me off. I sent you a line message on numerous occasions, but again, you would just turn your nose up at it, not even see it.
I never did that.
Oh yes, you did. In fact, about 6 months ago, I told you in advance that we would be gone for 2 days to visit my folks, but you, as always, ignored her message and came right over. Thinking we were there, you started shouting in the intercom and ringing the doorbell over and over again. You made such a racket that the neighbors got worried and called my folks. I was so humiliated.
No use dredging all that up. What's past is past.
It was not only that. When Christopher and I came down with the flu, I asked you not to come over for at least a week, but there you were banging on the door, shouting into the intercom. I'm sure you remember we were endlessly going back and forth on the intercom. You probably don't even care, but I had a severe fever and could hardly stand up. What's more, Christopher had finally fallen asleep after tossing and turning all night. Because of your non-stop bell ringing and door banging, Christopher was in bad shape. If your husband hadn't come and got you, Christopher's fever would have worsened. I can never forgive you for that.
Well, that was because...
And there's one more thing I want to add. You didn't attend Christopher's birthday party last year either, am I right?
Huh?
Such a waste. I invited you way in advance. A friend apparently called you on that day and you went shopping, as I recall. But your husband showed up. Actually, we were all befuddled by your actions. That's why we decided not to invite you, but I never figured you'd steal Christopher's cake and dump all the party dishes into the trash. Unbelievable.
I simply just forgot. You can't fault me for being a little careless.
But I have to say, this really takes the cake, literally.
Huh?
You don't seem to repent. Think about what you did. You stole Christopher's birthday cake. You dumped all the party dishes into the trash. As a result, we had to cancel the entire party and send everyone home. But fortunately, everyone was very understanding and we were able to postpone the party until next week. Do you realize how much damage you caused? Do you realize how much Christopher cried?
Come on, you're being overdramatic. Besides, in situations like this, you should have been more resourceful.
Resourceful?
Yes, you could have just gone out and bought everything you needed. And there is Uber. I do know that the supermarket is right nearby and the bakery down the street was still open. If you're a mother, you have to be resourceful in order to overcome any kind of obstacle, such as today. That's your problem. You don't have the adequate resources to be a good mom.
Wow, I really don't have the energy to like you today.
Huh?
You do know that Christopher is allergic to wheat flour.
Huh?
Yes, a couple of other kids we invited are also allergic to flour. That's why I prepared the cake and cookies using rice flour rather than wheat. But that was all kaput, thanks to yours truly. You say, just go buy it at the supermarket. Well, it's not that simple.
Allergy? Christopher is allergic to wheat?
Huh? Are you being serious? You weren't even aware of it? This is a serious matter, you know?
Well, I was.
So whenever Christopher went to visit your house, he never ate any wheat-related foods. What did you think?
I just thought your bad attitude just rubbed off on him.
Am I hearing you right? I really don't understand why you enjoy giving me a hard time, but I'm sure your son explained Christopher's allergy problem on numerous occasions. How could you be so oblivious to such a serious issue? Christopher's life may have been at stake here. To be honest, I never want to see your face again. My husband was also following this conversation. He was so angry that he stormed over there and gave my mother-in-law a real dressing down. And she finally confessed to all the pestering and the atrocities treatment of me. It turns out she took credit for making the cake, and as for me, of course, she depicted me as some kind of monster that never cooked or took care of the family, much less her child. But fortunately, such lies don't get very far. People who know me quickly refuted such blatant lies. She couldn't handle all the whispering and rumors about her that she decided to move away, to a relative's place way out in the country. And her husband seemed to come to his wits' end too. This incident seemed to be the last straw for him. Apparently, he finally submitted papers for divorce.
Are you? Your mother's waiting for you.
I'm still at work. I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish today. She's in your hands.
Again? You've been working a lot of weekends lately, don't you think?
You'll need to direct any complaints to my boss.
I'm not complaining. Just it takes a lot of strength taking your mother to and from the bathroom since her leg is bad.
It's a good thing we installed the wheelchair-accessible, barrier-free toilet, isn't it? It's nice that luxury condos let you select things like that. The interior is also pretty impeccable, if I do say so. Man, I'm good.
Yeah, that definitely helps, but I've just been thinking it would also be helpful to have you around sometimes.
You mean just forget about work and come home?
No, just like at night or something. She's been waking up a lot at night and I haven't really been able to get much sleep.
Instead of getting up each and every time, if only there was some kind of invention. Some kind of diaper or something that she could wear at night to take care of that.
It seems like she'd just hold it if she can't get to the actual toilet. That's not really good for her health.
Well, not sleeping is definitely not gonna work for me. You can take as many naps as you want though, right?
Where do you get that idea? I spend the day doing laundry and preparing meals. And there's other chores to do besides that, too. I don't have time for naps.
I'm just not able to do that kind of thing. You getting your caretaking certificate was really a godsend, you know?
The chores are whatever, really, but you could at least help with bathing.
Tomorrow, was it?
How many times have I told you her bath is every Sunday?
Isn't there someone else who's helping too? You don't really need me, do you?
Having a man around would also help, you know?
Is that so? Well, if I can wake up.
I think you can manage to get up by the afternoon.
It'll depend on how work goes today.
I think your mom would be much more at ease if she had relatives helping her.
I don't think she really understands much of what's going on anyway. One person is pretty much the same as any other.
I don't think that's the case at all. There are times when she's very alert and talking. Just today, she was awake and writing someone a letter.
A letter? To who?
I don't know the details, but she said it was to one of her old friends.
She's still got some friends who haven't kicked the bucket yet?
Can you be serious for once?
Sure, let's be serious. Your job is to take care of Mom. Mine is to pay the mortgage. We've split up the responsibility, so please just take care of your part.
I know, but it's really impossible for just one person.
Alright, then pay rent.
If I free up my days for work, then what happens to your mother?
That's what I'm saying. Things are better the way they are now. I'm providing a pretty good life here, so can you occasionally do something other than complain? Anyway, I've got to get back to work.
The other caretaker has gone home, and your mom's in the bath.
Word.
What do you mean, word? You stuffed your face at lunch and then took off for the mall. If you're finished shopping, please come home already.
Seems like things are going just fine without me.
That's not the problem. Mary was helping me out today. I wanted to introduce you.
Mary? Didn't I meet her before at the bar?
Yeah, she's my old coworker. It's been forever since I saw her, what with there being no graduation ceremony and us both being caretakers now.
Well, what did she say?
She said your mother seems really nice.
No, not that. It was her first time at our place, right? Did she seem jealous that we have such a nice place?
Oh, that. She commented on how even the handrails seemed very flashy.
There's a lot of other things she should have looked at. But I guess women don't really get the appeal an expensive home has for men.
I think people just don't care that much about other people's houses. Anyway, your mom wants to know what time you're coming home.
Just tell her whatever.
Don't you think you could talk with your mother a bit more?
She always just talks about the same stuff over and over. It's so annoying.
That's just how old people are. And besides, if your mother hadn't helped in the beginning, we wouldn't have been able to afford this place.
Since we're all living together, the least she could do was cover the down payment. Although I guess you don't really pay anything, do you?
I'm not sure how to put this, but when I was working at the care facility before, I saw this situation tons of times. After someone passes, the family always says they regret not spending more time talking to them when they had the chance.
I promise I won't say that.
We'll see. I think you'd be surprised at all of the different things she remembers.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Like, she still remembers when she first met me. Even though her leg had started getting worse around then, we were still able to eat together. She told me she remembers how delicious the delivery pizza we got was.
Really? That's what you guys ate?
Yeah. Anyway, I'm really happy when I can tell that she recognizes me. Why don't you try a little harder to look after her with me?
This again. You sound just like Mom, always repeating the same stuff. Change the record, will you? I'm gonna look at a few more stores and then head home.
Where are you actually?
At the mall, I said.
You've always got something to do. You're almost never here on your days off. Are you meeting someone?
Come on, don't just say that. Who is someone?
That's what I'm asking.
I'm just trying to get out a bit and enjoy what little time up I get. Man, wives that are suspicious of every little thing their husbands do are the worst.
We need to have a proper talk when you get home.
What do you want to talk about?
What do you think? We need to talk about our marriage. Ever since we got married, all I've been doing is working while the situation just goes on and on.
But this situation is fine. Anyway, I think I'm gonna be late today, so don't worry about dinner. You know, you're getting quite naggy lately, by the way. How's Mom?
She's still got a slight fever and is coughing. We've given up on the bath today, and I've sent Mary a message.
How about food? Did she eat?
She ate a bit of oatmeal a little bit after noon.
Glad to hear it. I'll be home as soon as I can.
You're golfing with clients today, right? I've got things under control here, so don't rush things.
Sorry for leaning on you so much. Please tell Mom that I called.
What happened to you?
Huh?
You've gotten so caring lately. Did something happen?
I think I'm normal.
You were speaking with your mom a few days ago, just the two of you. Did she say something to you?
That's got nothing to do with anything. Of course I'm nice to you guys. You and Mom are all I have in the world.
That's right. You never met your father, did you?
No, but apparently he was the president of some big company, and I was the product of just one night's work.
Yeah, but your mom said she really wanted to have you.
Probably for the child support.
That's definitely not the way your mother thinks.
That's right, she took a lump sum from him and cut off ties completely. If it were me, I would have taken him for much more cash.
This again?
Anyway, tell Mom to hang in there just a bit longer.
Of course. I knew you loved your mother.
Also, Anna, if there's anything that's troubling you, please let me know immediately.
What's this all of a sudden? Scary. You're worried about me? Is there some kind of disaster coming or something?
Come on now.
Sorry about before.
Before?
I accused you of fooling around. I know you've been working hard. I'm gonna work hard too. And the doctor said that Mom just has a bit of a cold and she should be fine. Good luck with your clients today.
Thanks. I'll leave it to you then. I just finished my meeting. How's Mom?
I called the doctor and she's here checking her right now. Please get home quick.
What is going on? Didn't you say it was just a cold yesterday?
Yeah, but this morning her fever suddenly spiked. She said it looks like aspirative pneumonia.
What does that even mean? Anyway, tell Mom that I'm on my way. Are you there? I just got in a cab.
Ken, please try to listen calmly.
How can I possibly be calm at a time like this?
Ken, your mom just passed away.
What? That's in poor taste. Don't joke around right now.
I'm so sorry. I told you I would look after her.
What? Really? What? Are you serious right now? Hey!
I'm sorry. After you left this morning, she gave me a letter to hold on to. I haven't read it yet. So, when you get here, do you want to read it together?
Oh, you better be ready when I get home.
Huh? I know you wanted to be with her for her last moments and talk with her one last time. And now I know you're probably wishing you spent more time looking after her.
Hey! You knew about the inheritance, didn't you? Is that why you stayed quiet about her condition getting worse?
Huh? What inheritance?
Don't play dumb with me. Mom left you $50,000.
What?
Oh, you're so transparent. You whispered into her ear to worm your way into her will.
What will?
What am I supposed to guess that letter that she gave you is? That's the will, isn't it?
What? No way. You think this could be...
You tricked her into writing it, didn't you? She said she's leaving you everything.
Everything? What? Sorry, let me look at the letter real quick.
That was your plan from the start, wasn't it?
From the start? I didn't do anything. Huh, you were right. She really left me everything. But why?
Lay off it. She told me everything. She said if we didn't have a mutually supportive marriage by the time she kicks the bucket, then she wasn't going to leave me a red cent. She said she'd leave everything to you if things continued the way they were.
I swear, this is the first that I've heard of this. Of course I would have talked about it with you if I knew about it.
I wonder. Maybe? Is this revenge?
Revenge? For what?
You were just fuming, weren't you? That I was taken with a younger woman?
Wait, what?
You knew, didn't you? The whole time I was going out with the new girl at the office?
Oh, you really were fooling around. Let me guess. She was there when you were golfing with clients? That's why you ended up out until the middle of the night.
And so what if she was? You're like a shrew, always just going on about helping with this or helping with that. If you wanted me to be with you, you could have dolled yourself up a bit more sometimes.
What? You're the one who asked me to look after your mother.
No kidding. Why do you think I married you?
Wait, you mean you just wanted someone who could look after your mother? That's why I first met you at the bar where all the girls from the care facility go.
What about you? You were just after my salary, right? You could never dream of living in a place like we do with just your caretaker's salary. I gave you a better life, and then you do me like this?
That's enough. I get it. I guess I'll see you in court.
That's my line, isn't it? I'll see you in court. And I'll get that will nulled. For tricking my dying mother? Buckle up. Hey, where are you?
Mary's house.
Mary's house? Where's dinner?
I'm not going back to the condo. The lawyer told me that all the paperwork is finished as of today.
Huh? What lawyer? What paperwork?
It seems your mother also sent a copy of the will to a lawyer that she knew.
Aha! Is there any line you won't cross in your indecency? Mom had a bad leg. There's no way she sent a will to a lawyer by herself. You made her write it and then deliver it personally, didn't you?
I told you that she wrote a letter to a friend recently. But sure, I'm the one who mailed it. I didn't ask her what was inside it, but it appears that it was indeed the will.
Hey, come back home for a second. I'm the son. There's no way I'm giving you my mom's money.
Well, it appears that she'd been talking with this lawyer for quite some time. It seems that if the will is nice and proper, it takes priority over blood when it comes to inheritance. Oh, and by the way, I'm suing your girlfriend also.
Get real. You got pretty bold once you got your hands on some money, huh?
I don't think so. Anyway, I told you before that we need to talk about our marriage, remember?
So let's talk about it now.
There's nothing to talk about anymore. Now that I know you just married me to get a free caretaker for your mom, and while I was taking care of her, you were out cheating on me. So we're getting divorced.
What? Get real, we're not getting a divorce.
Why not? Because you want your mother's inheritance? Or because you don't want to pay alimony? Probably both, right?
Hey, Anna, let's fix things.
But there's nothing to fix. There was never anything there from the start. I was just a free caretaker for your mom, remember?
Come on, don't say that. Mom's gone now. We can spend our weekends quite comfortable here, just the two of us. Hey, now that we've got the time, we could even think about having a kid. That's right. Why don't we turn Mom's old room into a baby room?
Speaking of indecency, your mom just passed away. Why don't you make a baby with your bimbo girlfriend?
Forget about her. I want to make a baby with you.
I'm just a free caretaker. I don't think I'd like to change jobs to free housewife.
Fine, how about a trip? We never had a honeymoon, let's do it now.
Give it a rest, will you? Anyway, I'm not going to spend your mother's inheritance. I've decided to donate all of it to an organization for elderly care.
What? Don't think I'll just stand by and let you do that.
I think your mother is probably looking down from heaven and smiling at the idea.
Hey, Anna, come home.
Anyway, we can work the rest out through the lawyers. I bet if you sold that nice condo, it would help out with your alimony. Oh, but you're still paying it off. Anyway, I was thinking a bit about this before.
What?
Even if you try to sell it, I don't think anyone would want to buy it. I didn't want to say anything before, but you have absolutely terrible taste. After that, I went back to live with my parents and started working at a care facility again. I used the alimony to remodel my parents' house to a barrier-free style. Their legs and backs are starting to get a bit weaker, so I installed handrails throughout the house. Not kitschy, flashy ones, of course, just normal ones. As for Ken, it seems he ended up getting remarried to his girlfriend. When people at work found out, I guess there were a lot of arguments and they were both chased out. Forced to take a job with a lower salary, Ken had to leave the luxury condo. Now they live in a small, cozy apartment built for one. As for me, I've picked up pottery in the last year, and a cute guy I met in class recently asked me out. Just yesterday, I told him okay. He runs his own chiropractic office. He's easy to talk to, and I get the feeling that if the two of us work together, we can get through anything. We've got a museum date this weekend.